Welcome to Mwaki Insights, your go-to channel for deep dives into global geopolitics and the shifting sands of financial power. Today, we uncover how the Chinese yuan has surpassed the euro, reshaping global trade as we know it. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you stay ahead of the curve on these major developments. Let's get into it. The world is witnessing a seismic shift in global finance. The Chinese yuan is rapidly gaining prominence. It is challenging the long-held dominance of the euro and the US dollar. This change didn't happen overnight. It's the result of decades of calculated moves by China. They are transforming their economy into a global powerhouse. Historically, currencies have mirrored the power of nations. The British pound sterling reigned supreme during the British Empire. The US dollar rose to prominence after World War II. Now, as China's economic might grows, so does the yuan's influence. This shift has profound implications for the world economy and geopolitics. The rise of the yuan is not just an economic story. It's a tale of ambition, strategy, and the changing balance of power. This essay delves into the factors that propelled the yuan's ascent. We will explore the challenges faced by the euro. Finally, we will examine what this means for the future of global finance. Buckle up as we navigate the complex world of currencies and geopolitics. For years, the euro stood as a symbol of European unity and economic power. It was the second most traded currency globally. However, the eurozone has been grappling with internal crises. These have chipped away at the euro's stability. In contrast, the Chinese yuan has been on a steady upward trajectory. China's economic reforms and strategic initiatives have fueled this rise. The yuan's journey has been marked by careful planning and execution. China's central bank has played a crucial role. They have internationalized the yuan through currency swaps and clearing arrangements. This has made it easier for countries to trade with China in yuan. This strategy has yielded significant results. The yuan's share in global payments has surged. Meanwhile, the euro's share has dwindled. This shift is not merely about numbers. It reflects a fundamental change in global perceptions. Investors and businesses are increasingly seeing the yuan as a reliable and attractive currency. The euro, burdened by the eurozone's woes, is losing its luster. This trend is set to continue as China further integrates its economy with the world. China's ambitions extend beyond becoming an economic giant. It aspires to be a global leader, shaping the world order. Central to this vision is the internationalization of the yuan. China understands that economic power translates into geopolitical influence. A widely used currency gives China greater leverage on the world stage. To achieve this goal, China has embarked on a multi-pronged strategy. It has promoted the yuan's use in international trade and investment. China has also established institutions like the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, which rivals the Western-dominated World Bank. These initiatives are not just about economics. They are about building a new global financial architecture, one where the yuan plays a central role. China's strategic master plan is a long-term game. It requires patience, determination, and a willingness to challenge the existing order. The yuan's rise is a testament to China's commitment to this vision. As the world becomes increasingly multipolar, China is positioning itself at the forefront. It is shaping the rules of the game. The Belt and Road Initiative is arguably China's most ambitious project. This massive infrastructure development program spans across continents. It aims to connect China with Southeast Asia, Central Asia, Africa, and Europe. While often viewed through an economic lens, the Belt and Road Initiative is deeply intertwined with China's currency ambitions. By financing and constructing infrastructure projects in developing countries, China is creating new markets for its goods and services. More importantly, it is encouraging the use of the yuan in these transactions. As trade flows along the Belt and Road routes expand, so does the demand for yuan. This creates a virtuous cycle. It further strengthens the yuan's position in the global financial system. The Belt and Road Initiative is a testament to China's long-term vision. It is a strategic investment in building economic and geopolitical influence. The yuan is an integral part of this strategy. It acts as a lubricant, facilitating trade and investment along the Belt and Road. As the initiative progresses, the yuan's global footprint is set to expand further. It will solidify China's role as a major player in international finance. BRICS, a force to be reckoned with. China's rise is not happening in isolation. It has found allies in other emerging economies. Together, they are challenging the established global order. The BRICS nations represent a significant portion of the world's population and economic output. This makes them a potent force in reshaping global finance. One key objective is to reduce reliance on the US dollar. They aim to promote their own currencies in trade and investment. This led to the establishment of the New Development Bank. It serves as an alternative to the World Bank and IMF. These efforts are chipping away at the dollar's dominance, paving the way for a more multipolar financial system. The BRICS alliance indicates the global balance of power is shifting. Emerging economies are no longer content with being rule takers. They want to be rule makers. The yuan's rise reflects this broader trend. It represents the growing clout of developing countries in shaping global finance. The geopolitical chessboard, yuan's rise and the shifting world order. The rise of the yuan is not just an economic phenomenon. It has significant geopolitical implications. As China's economic might grows, so does its influence. A strong currency is an essential tool. The yuan's internationalization is reshaping alliances. Countries are seeking closer ties with China. This is leading to a more multipolar world. The yuan's rise challenges the US dollar's hegemony. Cracks in the Eurozone. A perfect storm for the yuan's rise. As the Chinese yuan ascends, the euro faces its own set of challenges. The Eurozone, once touted as a model of economic integration, has been grappling with deep-seated problems. These problems have undermined the euro's stability. They have paved the way for the yuan to gain ground. The sovereign debt crisis, which erupted in 2009, exposed the structural weaknesses of the Eurozone. High levels of government debt, coupled with sluggish growth and political infighting, have created a climate of uncertainty. This has made investors wary of holding euro-denominated assets, further eroding the euro's attractiveness. The Eurozone's woes have presented a golden opportunity for the yuan. As investors seek safer havens for their capital, the Chinese currency has emerged as an increasingly viable option. China's strong economic fundamentals, combined with its proactive policies to internationalize the yuan, have made it an attractive alternative to the euro. The energy crisis, fueling the euro's decline. The energy crisis gripping Europe has further compounded the euro's problems. The continent's heavy reliance on Russian gas has left it vulnerable to geopolitical tensions. The ongoing war in Ukraine has exposed this dependence, leading to soaring energy prices and economic uncertainty. The energy crisis has dealt a double blow to the euro. Firstly, it has fueled inflation, eroding the purchasing power of the currency. Secondly, it has raised concerns about the Eurozone's economic outlook. This has made investors more risk-averse, leading them to pull their money out of European markets. The energy crisis has highlighted the Eurozone's vulnerabilities. It has underscored the need for greater energy diversification and structural reforms. Until these issues are addressed, the euro will likely remain under pressure. This creates a favorable environment for the yuan to continue its ascent. The dollar's uncertain future. Can it withstand the yuan's momentum? The US dollar has long been the king of the global financial system, but the rise of the yuan poses a challenge to its dominance. Its growing influence could erode the greenback's supremacy. The dollar has deep financial markets and the world's largest economy. However, the US faces challenges like growing debt and political polarization. The yuan's rise is gradual but clear. The world is moving towards a multipolar currency system. A multipolar world, the future of global finance. The rise of the yuan is part of a broader trend. The world is shifting from a unipolar financial system dominated by the US dollar to a more multipolar one. In this new era, multiple currencies, including the yuan, the euro, and the dollar, will likely coexist and compete for dominance. This shift reflects the changing balance of power in the global economy. Emerging markets, led by China, are playing an increasingly important role. They are demanding a greater say in shaping the rules of the game. A multipolar currency system reflects this new reality. A multipolar currency system presents both opportunities and challenges. On the one hand, it offers greater choice and flexibility for businesses and investors. It reduces reliance on a single currency. On the other hand, it could lead to greater volatility and uncertainty in financial markets. It could make it more difficult to manage global economic imbalances. Conclusion: navigating the new financial landscape. The rise of the Chinese yuan is a defining moment in the evolution of the global financial system. It reflects China's growing economic might and its ambition to reshape the world order. As the yuan gains prominence, it will have profound implications for businesses, investors, and policymakers worldwide. We are entering a new era of global finance, one characterized by greater complexity, competition, and uncertainty. The days of the US dollar's unchallenged dominance are numbered. In its place, a more multipolar currency system is emerging, one where the yuan plays an increasingly important role. Navigating this new landscape will require adaptability, strategic thinking, and a deep understanding of the forces shaping the global economy. The rise of the yuan is not merely a Chinese story. It is a global story, one that will continue to unfold in the years to come. The rise of the Chinese yuan, surpassing the euro, is more than a financial milestone. It is a symbol of a broader shift in global power. While the US dollar remains dominant, the yuan's ascent is the most significant challenge to Western financial hegemony we've seen in decades. With a growing number of countries aligning themselves with China's vision of a multipolar world, the future of global finance is more uncertain than ever. Will the US dollar maintain its supremacy, or will the yuan gradually chip away at its dominance? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: the financial world order is changing, and we are all witnesses to this transformation.